And unfortunately, it seems like, according to some new reports, that relationship cost her her job.
It's hard to believe that even after facing legal action over steroid allegations, Angel Reese continues to spark controversy with her bold and provocative statements. This time she delivered a shocking revelation involving her former coach Teresa Weatherspoon. Reese has accused Weatherspoon of betrayal, claiming that the coach played a key role in her downfall. Reese's public comments have left many stunned as she suggests that Weatherspoon, once a trusted figure in her career, is the reason behind her professional struggles. If betrayal had a face, as Reese says it, would undeniably be Teresa's right now.
Point being, she disrespected the official. That was the official response to this.
Chicago Sky officials have publicly stated that Teresa Weatherspoon was suspended due to the team's poor performance. However, Angel Reese is stirring up controversy, suggesting there's more to the story. According to Reese, the suspension wasn't just about performance issues, hinting at deeper undisclosed reasons behind the decision, which has left fans and analysts questioning the official narrative.
Now you have a rivalry here. Angel Reese wants to be Draymond Green, but there's nothing about her game that's really interesting that is going to translate to people who may not watch the WNBA, may not care about basketball.
Why is Angel making these bold claims? Are her accusations valid, or is this simply another dramatic chapter in the ongoing saga surrounding her? Let's take a step back and break it all down, because the situation is becoming increasingly complicated since Reese's explosive statements. The internet has been ablaze with speculation and debate, with fans and commentators alike trying to make sense of the chaos. Her comments have sparked widespread discussion, adding fuel to an already controversial narrative. Whether there's truth to her allegations or not, one thing is clear: Angel Reese has everyone talking.
Angel Reese is the villain, Caitlin Clark is the hero, and Angel Reese continued to play into it last night by getting ejected, and it's almost like it's all scripted. This is perfect for the WNBA. She's all the talk. She's the one standing up there in front of reporters saying, I need all of you guys to realize there's two of us that changed the game of women's basketball, and it's not just Caitlin Clark. I was a part of that 2 years ago in the national championship game, and it's going to continue to be that way from here on out. I kind of love it. I don't agree with her. It's way more Caitlin Clark than it is Angel Reese.
Once hailed as the future star of the WNBA, Angel Reese now finds herself embroiled in a scandal so shocking that it's shaking the league to its core. For months, rumors swirled about her performance, and the truth has finally emerged. Reese allegedly resorted to using performance-enhancing drugs in a desperate attempt to stay relevant. Facing immense pressure to live up to her hype, it seems she turned to steroids in an effort to keep pace with the league top talent. The gap between expectations and reality grew, and instead of relying on hard work and skill, Reese reportedly sought a shortcut, one that would ultimately lead to her downfall.
Because anybody who's watching could see that what was going on with Chicago and with Angel Reese and the double-double streak and all that stuff wasn't good for Angel, wasn't good for the rest of the team, wasn't good for the whole organization.
Then suddenly the bombshell hit. Angel Reese tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs, and the entire WNBA world went into shock. Fans, analysts, and players alike couldn't believe it. The Chicago Sky, her team at the time, acted swiftly, suspending her immediately while launching an investigation. But let's be honest, this was no surprise. The signs were there, and many had already speculated that something was off from the rumors swirling to her inconsistent performance. We all saw this coming. It was only a matter of time before the truth came out, and now the fallout is unavoidable.
WNBA has been around a couple of decades, and people didn't notice the game. They're noticing it now. Well, that's because of Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese.
The moment the test results came back confirming Angel Reese's use of performance-enhancing drugs, her career plummeted faster than her shooting percentage in a tough fourth quarter. Her public image, already fragile from earlier controversies, was completely shattered. The Chicago Sky wasted no time swiftly cutting ties with her, and the shock reverberated throughout the league. Fans, players, and analysts were left speechless, struggling to process how a once promising star could fall so far so fast. Reese's downfall wasn't just a personal blow, it sent shockwaves across the WNBA, leaving many in disbelief.
The addiction is real. The addiction to attention is real.
The substances Angel Reese allegedly used weren't just ordinary supplements or over-the-counter vitamins. Reports suggest she turned to EO Arthropo, a powerful performance-enhancing drug known for boosting stamina and endurance by increasing red blood cell production, commonly used by cyclists and marathon runners to achieve superhuman endurance levels. In addition to EPO, Reese allegedly experimented with anabolic steroids, drugs notorious for rapidly building muscle mass, but equally infamous for their severe consequences. These substances are strictly prohibited under WNBA regulations, and the league takes such violations very seriously. When athletes are caught using banned performance enhancers, they typically face significant consequences: lengthy suspensions, public humiliation, and a permanent stain on their career. The use of these drugs not only raises questions about their integrity, but often casts a shadow over their entire body of work, leaving a question mark on everything they've achieved in their profession.
Career. Honestly, I think the biggest thing she should focus on is just finishing around the rim. That is something where maybe her rebounds will be halved. However, she will still make such an impact.
So what led Angel Reese down this path? In one word: pressure. The intense pressure to remain relevant, not just to play in the WNBA, but to truly stand out in a league now being dominated by emerging stars like Caitlin Clark, who practically rewrote the WNBA record book in her rookie year, was dazzling on the court, averaging 20 points per game, breaking assist records, and making everyone else seemed like they were moving in slow motion. By comparison, as Clark star Rose, Reese struggled to keep up. The gap between their performances widened, and with Clark drawing all the attention, the pressure on Reese mounted. She wasn't just trying to compete, she was trying to stay in the spotlight. Unfortunately, instead of pushing herself harder or adapting her game, it appears she made a desperate decision that would ultimately derail her career.
Angel Reese said, hey, she'll play the villain role. Kennedy Carter certainly embraces that as well. Chad, right after we're discussing Angel Reese and the villain in the storyline and the plot that brings eyeballs to the product of Caitlin Clark on tour across the WNBA. She's ejected for the first time in her WNBA career.